Hi everyone, so I just wanted to do a quick read today. There's obviously quite a lot going on in the world at the moment, and it's all quite a nervous time for everyone. I think there's a lot of uncertainty, a lot of worry that people are going through. So I really just wanted to do a kind of general read, just to try and get some clarification, a bit of hope, a bit of, just a little bit of insight to the energies that are happening at the moment, to see if we can get to a kind of understanding. I really wanted to use these Work Your Light Oracle cards because I just feel they're quite appropriate for the current situation. So they're on, yeah. So I'm going to take a few of these oracle cards, and then I've got my tarot as well, just to give us further clarity. So I think really with all the kind of confusion and worry that everyone is going through, it might be a good idea just to ask spirit guides for extra support at present. Just ask for safety with loved ones, and really just resonate a kind of healing energy as much as possible. I do think there is a lot of like media hype which has made this situation feel a heck of a lot worse than it probably is. So I do think it's necessary to kind of especially people with anxiety or people who struggle with panic attacks and things like that, to really just remain grounded and try not to allow the media influence attack kind of common sense, because I've had it as well. I've been out shopping and seen everyone panic buying and people getting in trouble for having too many toilet rolls and things like that, and it's just like, what is going on? And it's enough to trigger anyone who doesn't even previously have worry problems. It is enough to kind of cause that kind of stress. So I mean, what I've been doing a lot at the moment is just meditations, deep meditations, getting into tarot again, just spirituality, just trying to recenter myself. And I think it's important if we could all do that and just take, half an hour out of our lives every day just to reground and realise that, be grateful for the things that we do have, and not be, swept up in this kind of mass hysteria, because other countries have dealt with it and it has passed. It has passed without, major complications to the economy or to the health of the country. So I think England's not handled it very well for a start, but anyway. Let's not get into all that. Let's just have a nice reading, see what we can come out with, see if there's anything, any words of advice, any guidance, anything that we kind of need to know right now from the universe, from the spirit guides, from the overall energies of what we're dealing with right now, if there is anything, any advice, any kind of, anything. Is there anything we can do that could help? Please, somebody tell us. So let's deal with this. Okay, so we've got energy here. We've got a bit of energy here. And that one is poking out. That is our third energy. So let's see what we're dealing with. So we have got no. The answer is no. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. Break the chain, ancestral patterns healing and rewriting the future, and birthing a new age. Oh, I like these. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. And how beautiful are these? How nicely do they link up as well? So it starts with no, so not accepting what we're being told, what we're dealing with, not taking in this negativity, this storm that's happening, that we're all getting sucked into by the media, by the influencers, the government, even, you know, people at work, just people who are passing around false information. You see it a lot, especially like on social media, people telling stories, or such a body's, you know, cat's got it and things like that, and it's just getting all a bit out of hand. So it's saying no, don't get sucked into this situation, don't get sucked into this vibe, this energy. We don't need to be a part of this. This is only temporary. This is very, very temporary. Everything that is happening right now is so temporary, and we don't need to be a part of it. We definitely don't need to make it worse, but we don't need to take it on and make ourselves feel unwell and suffer because of all this kind of craziness that's going on. So first off, no, don't get involved. Take yourself away from it, separate yourself, do what makes you happy. If you've been isolated or you're being told to go home, whatever, look at the time that you have. Look at this kind of the situation. I know financially it might be difficult, it might be hard, you know, not seeing loved ones, there's a lot to it, but let's focus on the positives. Let's not get involved in and drawn into all this negativity. Let's use this time wisely. Think of all the things that you could be doing, the positive messages you could be spreading, that you could help so many people who are vulnerable, you know, with shopping and that kind of situation, because you have this availability now, which you probably have never experienced before. It's actually quite daunting what to do with this time if you have it available. You know, it's a whole new situation for you to not be at work, or, you know, most people are struggling obviously because of childcare and things, but there will be people out there who don't work, who can maybe open the doors to childcare. They can help others to, you know, have a temporary daycare or whatever it is at their house, while these other families are having to work. They don't have a choice. So if you're in that situation where you can help someone, drop your kids around off at mine. You know, 6 hours work, whatever it is, they'll be fine. They'll play with my children, blah blah blah. There's a whole opportunity to say no to this crazy situation that we've been thrown into, and the positive outcomes and what we can achieve as individuals and as groups if we come together and deal with this as best we can. So break the chain. So basically what I've just said as well is breaking the chain of the negativity and rewriting the future. It literally says rewriting the future. So we could come out of this so positive. We have so many options and so many avenues that we can take that can help each other and build new friendships, build new relationships with the people around us, the communities around us. We have this kind of test that we can take right now to move forward, to use our skills, our talents, put them to good use, because we have this availability. So healing, using your powers for healing, even if you're just saying a little prayer every night and it's just for your loved ones, that kind of shift in energy of everyone all over the world change their thought process and their, you know, their energies and their love and their vibes and whatever else you want to call it, their healing thoughts. You know, if everyone put that same, imagine how powerful that could be, and the changes that could make if we're all on the same. We don't want to be fighting each other. No to fighting, no to negativity. We want to be healing. We want to be rewriting the future. We could come out of this so much stronger, with such better relationships that we formed during this kind of chaotic time of helping each other. And then birthing a new age, so literally birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. When all this is said and done, everyone has a fresh new outlook on what we are capable of. All the footballers who are kind of complaining, everyone, you know, there's no sympathy there. So what, you don't get to play football, and it is sad that you don't get to watch football a weekend, but think of the nurses, think of the doctors, think of the people that are putting themselves on the line to heal. And everyone's becoming aware of this. Everyone's starting to realise, you know, that there's a fakery to the media, that there's this, you know, hype around celebrities and sportsmen. We're all people at the end of the day, and we're all getting it's happening to all of us at the same time. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity, if you're Idris Elba, or you're, you know, Mrs. Woods from down the street. We're all dealing with it. We're all having to suffer the consequences or the symptoms, or however far it's going in your area. So we're all one, we're all together. It's rewriting the future. We'll come out of this. Let's dream a new world. So celebrities, the footballers, this isn't the life that we should be focusing on. The scientists who are working on cures, the doctors who are like putting themselves on the front line and dealing with this on a daily basis, they're the real heroes. And you can be too, within your own environment, within your own community. What can you do to make these improvements to help people? Because there's opportunities out there. There's so much that you can get involved in to help others. And like I said, even if it's just a prayer at the end of the day, even if it's just a positive thought towards others, that shift in the mentality of the world, of the people of the world, can make significant changes, and we can change the future. I love this. I love it very much. That is so perfect. I'm gonna do just maybe even just one card of tarot, just for, I might do two. Let's just get a vibe. But I love that message, and what a beautiful message. And think of all of the positivity and everything that we could do to make an impact going forwards. We can't change the past, we can't change the present in most cases. Most of these kind of symptoms and things regarding illnesses and such, they just have to be ridden out. There's not anything at the moment that can improve that, but you can improve the environment, you can improve the lives of other people around you, you can help others. There are so many opportunities for good karma, shall we say, good karma to happen. And why not soak up some of that energy? Why not get yourself a few brownie points while we can? Don't think of the negative. Don't worry, don't stress, don't give yourself, the anxiety. I know it's difficult, of course it is, but if you focus on the positives, we can achieve so much. The Hanged Man. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Four of Cups. So look how nice this is as well. They kind of relate to the oracle cards. So the Hanged Man. So I think this is a situation that we all find ourselves in at present. We're currently in a kind of limbo state. There's not a lot of information going around. The information that is going around is very solid. We're all getting a bit confused. There's a lot going on that we have to take a step back from. We need to give ourselves a little time out to think of the best actions moving forward. Not let it overwhelm us, not let it, get on top of us. Literally take ourselves out of the situation so we can have a clear mind, a clear thought process, so we can move forward with some clarity and some knowledge and some understanding and some confidence that we are on the right track. The Queen of Pentacles is all about giving its Mother Earth energy. It's reviving the earth. It's taking care of nature, taking care of the animals. There's a lot of speculation about how this kind of situation started, and a lot of it can be down to a carnivorous lifestyle. It can be down to the mistreatment of animals, which has ultimately kind of caused and or spread the disease in the first place. So giving back to Mother Earth and just taking care of nature. It doesn't have to be a massive change for you. I'm not expecting everyone, to go vegan overnight or to start adopting, poorly donkeys or anything crazy, but just to have more compassion for others, just to have a little bit more, kindness. It's all about kindness. Just be kind to each other, be kind to creatures, be kind to your area, to your environment. If that's recycling or I don't know, buying metal straws instead of plastic ones or whatever, the environmental issues that we're dealing with, just being a little bit kinder so that things like this don't happen in the future, or that they don't happen with such an impact. because we were kind of caught off guard this time. And I think if everyone becomes a little bit more mindful and a little bit more, awakened to the situation of the environment and to the health risks and to other things, like washing your hands. Everyone is washing their hands at the minute, 24 hours a day. Why weren't we washing our damn hands earlier? You know what I mean? It's a weird thing that we're having to tell people to wash their hands when this should have been happening all along. We should have been taking care of ourselves, taking care of the environment, taking care of others, having kindness, having compassion, showing love and gratitude, and just taking care of the world. Like, let's just come together, use this to come together and just be a little bit more considerate of what we're doing. Just be a little bit more mindful in the moment. If you're throwing litter on the floor, just think, why am I doing that? There's other options. I'm not helping. This is all about the greater good and moving forward and the improvements that can be made. We've learnt from our mistakes, or at least I hope we've considered our mistakes, and moving forward we just need to show a little bit of love. That's all it is. And same again with the Four of Cups. It's sharing, it's giving, it's emotional maturity. I think a lot of people have the kind of selfish attitude of, well, it's not my job, or it's not because of me, or you know what I mean. There's a lot of selfishness and arrogance in this world, unfortunately. And I think because of this situation, because we've all kind of been thrown in it together. I mean, you can see from the news and such, the supermarkets going mad and things like that, and people being awful to each other, really, over what? A few necessities. I mean, I was reading things about buying baby nappies, and people who haven't yet had their children were saying, should I buy nappies? Because I'm obviously worried, that if I did have my baby, I'm not going to have any nappies. But people who have babies right now, sat at home, don't have any nappies because there's a shortage. So it's just about not being selfish. It's about using your greater consciousness and thinking of the world. And if everyone did this, of course it'd be perfect. And I know there's a mentality of, well, they're not going to do it, so why should I? And it does become an issue when not everyone's on the same page. But I think moving forward, from the responses that I've seen personally, there has been a shift in consciousness. There has been an understanding where everyone's going, are these people mad? Like the select few people that are causing these issues, everyone is against, you know what I mean? No one's proud of them. Everyone's just like, this is ridiculous. We all need to just calm down. Just other countries have managed it. The communities that have come together in Italy, when they've been on the oh my gosh, what they called, the patios, the outside patios, and they're all singing together, and it's all just so beautiful. Some of it, honestly, is so moving. It's so just lovely communities coming together. And then you get to England and everyone's just like eating each other for a bit of cat food and stuff. It's mad. But I definitely see the right reaction from people. This is a very small minority, which the media, of course, is blowing out of proportion, because that's what the media likes to do. They like to sell newspapers. But the vast majority of people understand the consequences. They understand the kind of community, sharing, the supportiveness, all that. It is going on. You don't hear about it because that won't sell a newspaper, but it is going on. And I think moving forward, we all need to be a little bit less selfish, a little bit more loving, kindness, and just take a step back from all the craziness. Don't get sucked into it. Take yourself back from it. Have a sit down, have a meditate, have a whatever it is that makes you happy. Just have that half an hour spot to yourself to take yourself out of this craze, and think about what you can do going forward that's going to make a positive change. And if everyone can do that, we'd live a better existence right now and moving forward to the future. So there we are. Thanks for listening to me. Thank you very much for listening to me rant. I just really felt like talking about this issue. It's just been really something that I'm passionate about, and I'm going to do more tarot reading. I think that's what I'm definitely taking away from the situation, is that I love doing things like this. I love spirituality and tarot, and I neglect it because I think, you know, my camera's not good enough or my voice isn't, you know, worthy or whatever it is I deal with. But honestly, this is just something that I'm really passionate about, something that I really want to do. I'm not asking for, you know, everyone's support or anything like that, but I just wanted to, and there you are. So anyway, yeah, thanks very much for listening to me. Everyone, please take care of yourselves, and yeah, here's to a brighter, better future. I believe we can do it. Let's break the chain.